For decades, life in Lancashire has revolved around the mills and the church. The mills have gone into dereliction and the churches are slowly decaying and the community has disappeared. For most of the kids around here, they feel cheated by the world of their parents. And unfortunately, Christianity has nothing more to offer them. It's let them down in a lot of ways. As a result, paganism, the Stonehenge type of thing, has now become their rallying cry, in a way, a cry of their rebellion.
Centuries has taught that there is an external God whom we shall serve. Whereas I think the truth is that God is within and that the answer to our questions is within. We believe that good and evil are human concepts. The life-giving force is a form of energy, and all energy can be used for good or bad. Electricity can be used to light a room or to kill. Water can be used to sustain life or to drown. And what man does with the energy is what is really meant by free will.
Edgar Allan Poe quote, "Somewhere in the human mind is the key to our existence." That's what I believe. I don't think there's anything religious or anything to do with it. I don't believe in an afterlife or anything. But I think there are things in here which we haven't tapped. We only use a really small percentage of the brain's potential.
Christianity simply does not know how to cope with the idle mind, with the unemployed mind, with the new leisure.
Today, with the economic depression, there seems to be a lot of idleness, a lot of unemployment, a lot of time on people's hands, and it's the old story, I think, of the devil providing activities for idle hands.
The devil finds work for idle hands to do, but whose fault is it that we're sat here twiddling our thumbs? We didn't ask for this situation at all. And if there was work for us to do, we would do it. But sitting on our bums, like at home with nothing to do, you start using your mind, and why not?
I think that as plastic civilization encroaches, and as more and more man-made scabs cover the earth, that people are beginning to realize that they are not plastic people living in a plastic civilization. They are flesh and blood people. Whereas before, they may have taken their earth for granted. Now, because it is disappearing, they're feeling lost.
We live in a godless, almost an artificial age. We've created it over the last 200 years. Man's the center. If you can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't touch it, then it doesn't exist, and it's a world which is not satisfying man in the least.
Well, I think that the whole artificial scene has given rise to a backlash, a return to paganism. You're getting all sorts of experimental forms coming up, all sorts of groups or cults trying to revive the spirit of paganism, which are becoming increasingly aware of their roots and are attempting to get back to them.
Among those groups are the practitioners of chaos magic, for whom the old religions have a new relevance.
More and more people today are feeling alienated from the civilization which has lost its mystery and its meaning and seems to be sort of bent on an ecological or a nuclear disaster course.
Not only are the traditional political solutions unlikely to provide a solution to the catastrophe this planet seems to be heading towards, but that religion is intimately tied up with this, and that Christianity is in fact just another facet of paternalistic, authoritarian politics, and always has been.
And Christianity seems to be offering no better option than sitting back quietly and accepting it and waiting for something better to happen hereafter. It seems a little more positive to hope that you can plumb your own depths and find some meaning and fulfillment while you're actually here. And we like to think that we offer that.
After all, if you are a born-again Christian and you really do believe that come a nuclear holocaust you'll be swept up in the rapture to heaven, then you really won't be doing that much to stop it. In fact, you'll rather be looking forward to it. I think that sort of a more pagan or occult worldview tends to be a life-supporting and life-enhancing worldview, which is better than the predominantly sort of, which I see as more sort of death-orientated worldviews of the born-again Christians.